spent so many nights sleeping on me, but I finally realized I'm all that I need. I'm that girl, been that chick, never needed no one else. I've been that bitch, plenty on my line, a couple on the side. Baby, I'm a dime, that face card don't decline. So tell me what it's giving, oh, I can tell you're living for this, what you've been missing, boy. Tapping into my energy, bad bitch energy.
First of all, happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to Astute Queen B's Thoughts. I am Astute Queen B, and this is my channel. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers that are trusting me with their time. I truly appreciate that. New and old. And new, I definitely appreciate you for giving me your time. A couple of minutes out of your day. I appreciate that. I have to say this because I hope nobody ever gets offended by things that I commentate on or I'm reading about. Because I, Stu Queen B, is not here to offend anyone or hurt anybody's feelings or make them feel a certain way. Because I believe, this is my belief, that certain things that I say, for some strange reason, maybe that's the way God wanted it to be, but I just think that some people get offended by certain things that I say. And I promise y'all, I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm just here to commentate on what I see. Most of the time, say what I feel. Go over my daily devotions and stuff like that. And I do have a personal opinion. Just like everybody else, I'm allowed to express my personal opinion. And again, it's not to offend anyone. So if anybody ever feels offended, if you feel offended, shoot me a message on Instagram and ask me what did I mean by that. Because I'm starting to think that people get offended by things that I say. So that's the reason why they unsubscribe. I'm not sure. But I can only express myself the way I know how to express myself. Not here to hurt or harm anybody. But I am here to tell my truth, what I believe about a situation, what I see from my perspective of a situation. So I'd appreciate when anyone comes in the building, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I promise you. If you go through the daily devotions, as a matter of fact, I need to start adding the links to the bottom of these lives so you can go and watch the daily devotion for that day. Usually when I go live, one of my moderators is in here, which is Indigo Star, usually is in here, and she will usually drop the link to the daily devotion for the day. I just jumped on today because I wanted to say hello, good afternoon, good evening, my beautiful Royal Gladiators. Also to the teasers, also to the oh God, I can't think. To the Royal Riders. And if you have not followed Just Valencia, please follow Just Valencia. If you have not followed University with Marie, please go follow her. She has her teasers over there. Also, make sure you check out Queen Sheba Darling. Check out When Tay Talk. I think you will love them both. Also, check out Evangelist Val if you have not, but I believe most of you have. I hope again and pray that everybody is doing well. I just wanted to play checkup and make sure everybody was good, see how everybody was doing, and just to say hello and have a little chit chat. Because I feel like it's been a long time, but it's only been a couple of days. But time is going by so fast. It is crazy. It really is absolutely crazy. But let me see. What is on my brain today? It's a lot on my mind. So I'm just gonna speak on what's on my mind. And it's about my life. So we all have things that we go through in life. We have challenges in life. We have issues in life. And sometimes certain issues we have in our life is not our own fault. If we have a lot of stuff going on and it's always you, then maybe then it might possibly be you. But let me explain a situation to you, because I always tell y'all I'm bluntly honest. I tell the truth about how I feel, what's going on, and stuff like that. So I will continue to do that. Um, as most of y'all know, I usually work nights at my job. I've been out on sick leave since the end of February, and I'm supposed to go back on the 3rd. Um, I'm a person, I really enjoy my job. I enjoy the people there. I I love that. I love the aspect of where I work. I've never thought that me just doing my job would be an issue for another person that works there, and then they plot on people. And it's kind of crazy to me because it's like I could see if I was a person that bothered people, I could see that. But if I do my job, I don't bother anyone. I don't cause any chaos in my building. I don't do anything that will hurt anyone else, because my job is to keep people safe. That's my first and foremost. Um, but it's just for some reason, this one person that I barely ever see wants to change up. They're over me. They're way over me. But they want to change my lifestyle because of what suits them better, which is strange to me because how could somebody tell you what's best for your life? You know what's best for your life. If you have your conversations with God, you know what's best for your life. I'm not a morning person, as y'all know. Um, and for some strange reason, this person just constantly keeps digging and digging and digging at me. Apparently, it's like they don't want me in my position that I'm in, or actually a part of the company at all. And I feel like that person is really doing things trying to make me lose my position. Because, like I said, y'all know I'm not a morning person. My anxiety is through the roof during the day, and I don't be trying to bother people. But I do my best to come online if I can, and my anxiety is not tripping me out for the day. I will come online and speak with you all. So this conversation, I didn't want it to be too personal, but it's a little personal because I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do. Because at this point right now, I'm in a I'm always emotional because I'm a big baby sometimes. I'm an Aquarius, that's what we are. We feel, and some of the things said about Aquarius are true and some that they don't. We are very emotional people. We may seem standoffish or whatever at times, but that's not what it is. We're just guarding our heart and make sure people are not trying to get over on us, use us, or take advantage of us. That is the reason why a lot of us Aquarius are kind of standoffish, if we are. But there are those Aquariuses that are out there and they're spreading their wings and doing the things they like to do. There are things I know I have to change in my life in order for other things to work for me. I've been at my job for 15 years. It's almost been 16 years. And I enjoy my position. But it's like somebody is trying to force me out of that spot and make me do something that does not work for me. Even when my doctors tell them what works for me and what's best for me, they try to go, they're always constantly always trying to go against it. And it's kind of annoying and a nuisance. And I don't want to lose my job, but something might end up happening. I may end up losing it anyway. So I just ask y'all to keep me in your prayers because it's a lot and it's stressful. And I know that's part of the reason why my anxiety level goes bonkers. It gets like that worse since I'm not at home because I can't do nothing about it. I think even if I wasn't at home, I couldn't do nothing about it. But I'd appreciate anybody coming, hit that like button. I'm just having a regular conversation. No one's there, so I'm having a conversation talking to myself. Maybe this might resonate with some of y'all. Maybe it don't. Or maybe y'all can have some encouraging words. Feel free to drop down in the comment, leave a comment down below. I would truly appreciate it. Yes, this is a live, it's not a pre recorded. And I jumped online to check on my Royal Gladiators. So shout out to my Royal Gladiators that are constantly here, that come on a regular. I wish some of my old subscribers could take the time to come over, or they just probably just go back and go over the daily devotions. I'm not sure, but it's okay. Um, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I understand that everybody's going through certain things in life, and we have to learn how to deal with it. Or we also go to our sisters and brothers and ask them to pray for us as well, as you pray for yourself. So make sure you're praying for yourself first and foremost before you ask others to pray for you. And be mindful of who you ask to pray for you, because they may be praying for your downfall and you'll never know it. You will never know it. So I ask y'all to send a prayer for me so that I could get more clarity on what I may need to do and not do. Because it's a little aggravating and annoying when you know your job like the back of your hand, but somebody just keeps fiddling with your business and jumping in your business and trying to rearrange your life because it fits them better, not because it fits you better. So yeah, I have a little issue going on in my life. I have a couple of issues because now most of y'all know I'm usually on the go. So lots of times you'll never catch me in one spot. But my car broke down right after my birthday, so I don't have a car. And now I got to try to figure out how I'm gonna get it together so I can get me another car. And y'all know cars are not cheap, especially now since the panorama. They made it their business to hike up them prices like nobody's business. And I need a vehicle so I can also find me a second job because I got some things I need to do and I need to get them done. So I don't ask for much. Again, I appreciate it. Y'all hit that like button. Push me further out in the algorithm. Let us know that we're here. Also, hit the like button. Again, it lets them know that we are here. And please leave a comment down below. That also helps with the interaction because they want interaction from the subscribers. So I'd appreciate it if you let me know you came through. If you are a Royal Gladiator, please drop some crowns in the chat for yourself if you're catching this on the replay. I would appreciate it. What else? Like I said, just keep me in prayer. Cause I got like a week left, I think it is, maybe. Week and a half. Let's see. Man, maybe a week I have left. So keep me in prayer for that. Also, to all my Royal Gladiators, I'm hoping and praying that God has blessed you and kept you safe and sound this weekend. And I hope that He continues to keep you all blessed and safe and sound in this week coming. I know we are all not promised tomorrow, but if you wake up the next day before your feet hit that floor, please thank God for waking you up this morning, because I sure had to do that. I actually had a dream, which is crazy to me. I'm gonna have to tag her in this video. About California Cutie, and I love California Cutie because she cracks me up. But I don't know how she popped in my mind, or it's because I seen her picture earlier. It might have been what got stuck in my head. But I don't remember the whole dream. I just know I met her. We were talking, and somebody came over to us and said something crazy. And me and her looked at each other. And it was like, what? Next thing I know, I woke up. So I don't know what else happened. I'm gonna let California Cutie know about that dream. It was crazy to me. It just was crazy to me. Because I do dream a lot. I dream a lot. And sometimes I wake up and wonder, like, when did that happen? Or was that real? And it's kind of weird to me. because lots of times they seem very, very real. Like as I'm living in that moment right then and there. But until I wake up, it seems fake. I mean, when I wake up, I realize that didn't happen. And sometimes it'll throw me off because I am a dreamer. Don't know why, but that's just what God put on me. I dream a lot. And sometimes there are deja vu dreams. Have any of y'all ever had those issues, having deja vu dreams? Because I have deja vu dreams and they trip me out because I could dream about something today. In the next few years to come, it will happen and I will be confused because I've done that a lot of times. And I'll be looking like, wait a minute, didn't I do that already? Didn't I meet this person already? Wasn't I in this place already? And it's not that I was there, it's just that I had a dream about it and it could have been years later. Those really trip me out because I remember most of my dreams, a lot of dreams I remember because they feel so real. And then sometimes I wake up and I'm like, okay, I know that was fake. I'll give you a perfect example. Years ago, I had a dream about Michael Strahan. I do not watch sports. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch none of that. Only thing I watch is swimming, figure skating, gymnastics. Hold on, I got choke, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Like I said, y'all know how, like, I had never heard of Michael Strahan ever in my life. Like I said, I dream a lot. I don't watch sports. The only sports I watch has to do with swimming, gymnastics, um, figure skating and stuff like that. Hey Marie, how are you, sis? What's going on? Hope you had a great weekend and hope your week started off well. But as I was saying, yeah, I dream a lot. And I've never heard of Michael Strahan, not one day in my life. And one night I was dreaming, and I dreamed I met this man, and we had a conversation. And I can't tell you, I remember what the conversation was, because it was so long ago. But I dreamt of this man, Michael Strahan, and it tripped me out because I'm like, who the hell is that man? I don't know that man. I was like, I've never seen him before in my life. I don't know his name. I don't know what he looked like. So I took my time to Google who Michael Strahan was. I was like, oh, he was a football player. Okay. How about 6 months later to a year, he ended up on Good Morning America. And I was like, what in the world? Girl, you know you a cooking woman. But that's all right. I know you got a little one at home, so that's why you got to get that cooking and stuff on. I'm so used to yeah, it was crazy because I literally I never knew who he was. I never seen a picture of him. I don't watch football. It's only certain football players I know who they are because I've seen their face and I'm like, oh, he fine. Or basketball players because I love me some Allen Iverson. I love Allen Iverson's. That's good because some people, people be playing with people food too much sometimes. So I get that. But yeah, I never knew who Michael Strahan was. And it was weird to me because I'm like, why am I dreaming about somebody I never heard of in my life, never seen in my life? I seen his face in the dream, but I still didn't know who he was. So I was confused. Yeah. He like what they call them women. He likes exotic looking women too. I never heard of him. I never heard him talk, and I never seen it. But one day he popped up on the TV screen and he started doing Good Morning America. And I was like, I dreamt of that man. I dreamt of that man. Who is that man? And I really was tripping out. People was like, calm down. It ain't that serious. I said, to you, it's not that serious. I said, because your dreams are not like my dreams. I said, I have dreams that either come true full force the way that they're supposed to, or I have dreams that I realize that ain't getting ready to happen no time soon. So it's like, let that go, leave it alone. It's not gonna work. Or it's something I don't care about. So, and he's not my type at all. He's not. Only thing that he has about him that's my type is he's tall. That's it. That is it. Nothing else. Nothing about him is I don't like. Nothing. There's nothing about him I like. He seemed like a cool dude, but I don't know. He might not be. You know what I mean? But I've had dreams of him. I had dreams of just a lot of stuff that happened in my life, and I get confused. People be looking at me like, "Why you look like that?" I'm like, "Yo, this feel like I've been here before." They be like, "Oh my God, there you go again with that deja vu mess." I'm like, I can't help. That's just if I feel something or I see something that I know I've seen before and I shouldn't have seen. Hey, Evangelist Val, how you doing, sis? Girl, I was just watching your video. I was just watching Pity Party, girl. I cannot with you, Val. I cannot with you. You know I love you, but I cannot with you, girl. You tickle me. The Reed Queen. Then it said what it said. The Spirit Gangster. I said I'm a pop Bell when I get my hands on her. I'm a pop her when I get my hands on her. Mhm. Spiritual gangster. That's exactly what you are, a spiritual gangster, sis. For real, for real. But yeah, I have weird dreams and they end up coming true, and it shakes me out of my space. It shakes me out of my core because I'm like, yo, I've been here before. And I know damn well I ain't been there before. Cause I'm not a person, I don't go out much. I've never been on a plane. I've never been on a plane. Um, I've been on train rides, but as a little kid. As an adult, I never went anywhere because as an adult, I was raising my son. And I put him before everything. A child, I put him in front of everything. And hey, some people think it was wrong, some people was right. To me, it was right because the outcome that I got of a son, I couldn't be no more happier. So I don't have no problem with giving up that time to him because he deserved it, and he didn't ask to come here. Some people don't look at it that way, but that's the way I look at it. If you have a child and that's not what you were trying to do in the first place, and you didn't know, and I went through a lot. I didn't find out I was pregnant with my son until I was almost 5 months pregnant. And I said, that ain't nothing but God. Because I said, I never, for a while, never wanted kids. And I'm like, ooh, okay. And then my mom was in a nursing home and she was sick. So I was like, you know what? This is a gift from God for my mama. So she'd see her first grandchild before she left this earth. So I had to understand that. Like, people think I'll be tripping off of some stuff or I'll be trying to be too serious. I'm like, it's not that I'll be trying to be too serious. It's just that I feel certain things at certain times. And I feel like if I feel it, and I mean, if I feel it and I hear it in my head, I know that's what God wanted to happen. Because if I don't hear it in those two places at one time, then I know He gonna leave that up to me. You decide what you're gonna do. But that was something that He didn't make me have a choice at all. And He said, "You gonna listen to me, woman, and you gonna do what you need to do." So I didn't find out. It was almost 5 months, and I was like, "Really?" I wasn't had no morning sickness and none of that. Only thing is I had a head cold that I couldn't get rid of. And I was tripping and I'm like, why can't I get rid of this head cold? This is annoying. But it wouldn't let me get rid of it. And I was like, okay. Went to the doctor, found out I was pregnant. I was like, what? How I'm telling my family this one? And people have to understand me. I was babied for a long time in my life as an adult. And it's because of my mother. My mother she was the youngest of her siblings, but she was the most powerful one in our family. She took care of everybody's kids. She fed everybody's kids. She taught people how to cook. She did everything for everybody in that family. So I knew when the time she had got to me, she was tired. And I understood that. Because again, I told her she shouldn't have been fast trying to have no baby at 40 years old. That's on you. But I love you anyway. And I thank you. And I thank God for blessing me with the mother that He gave me. I'm very thankful for that. Because I have a lot of her in me, but I'm just not as quiet as she was. So life for me was different than other people. People had their parents around, they had their mother or their dad around. I didn't have none of that after the age of 25. From 19 to 25. I didn't have to be an adult constantly all that time. So I was like a big baby. Anything I wanted, I got. My son wanted, he got. But it got to the point where I was like, wait a minute. This ain't how this is supposed to be. That's not how that's supposed to be. Anybody come in the building, please hit the like button. I truly appreciate it. I'm just talking out loud and telling y'all just a little bit about myself personally. And I was really to a point in my life like, what am I going to do with myself? I know what I wanted to do. I know I finished cosmetology school. But I didn't have the oomph to push myself further at that time in my life. But my main focus was being a good mother to this baby that came. And that was the only thing that was important to me. What I needed or wanted wasn't important to me. My child was important to me. And that became my life. That's still my life because he's still here and I'm still here. But he's at the age now that his woman, when she becomes his wife, she will be his responsibility. That's why I love my relationship with my daughter-in-law because she's a sweetheart. Love her to death. Her mom's a sweetheart. Her sisters and brothers, sweetheart. It's like he found his perfect match to me because the way they interact with each other and the way they can talk to each other. And a lot of young boys, they're not affectionate to people out in public unless it's those ones that are just off the hook and just don't care. My son is like that, and I love that he's not afraid to show his affection in public to anybody. Because like I made sure I've always told him since the day he was born, I love him and I hug him and kiss him on the cheek. That has always been our thing, and that's our thing today. And he is 33 years old. That has never changed, and it will never change. And I also know, as much as he loves her or anybody he's ever with, I will still always come first. But it has to be from real. It has to be some real stuff. It can't be no flippy floppity. Mommy, stop playing. I'm not doing this with you. You know what you're supposed to do. Don't ask me. But then he want to be my daddy when I don't need. I don't want him to be in my business. And he want to play my daddy and tell me what I can and can't do. It's hilarious, y'all. I just laugh, but I give him that because that's how I talk to him. I've talked to him like that since he was a little kid because I wanted him to be able to fend for himself and speak up for himself because I didn't do that as a child myself. So my son has a lot of me in him, but that cancer in him, it sets it off properly. Is what I say. When he needs to go there, he'll go there. Other than that, it's like, look, we're gonna talk this out, and that's what it's gonna be. You can live with it, not live with it, it's up to you. But I'm gonna be blunt and honest with you. I'm gonna tell you right from wrong or whatever. And I love that about him. So my life has been kind of strange. So me having him was like me growing up as well. He brought me into adulthood. I will say, he pushed me into adulthood and trying and being more responsible and giving him the things that I never got. And I think I did a pretty good job. I really do. And like I tell him all the time, it may be some questions I can't answer for you because no, those may be some real deep male questions. So when we talk about any and everything. But I also still tell him if you feel like it's something about what mommy's saying, and you feel like maybe I need another see another look at it. We got certain people in our males in our family he can go talk to, and he goes to his boys as well. And I love the fact that them and all their boys, they're their own each other's village, and they've been like that since grammar school. And that's love right there. And I love to see men that love to do the right things and like to go, and one of his friends is in fraternity. I think it's two of them are in fraternity. Um, they love to travel together. Other countries. I mean, I just love their friendship, and I'm glad I talked to him about friendship as well. Because some people don't teach about how to deal with friendships. Like I told him, I was like, look, if you have a girl in your life that you can talk to, and that's your sounding board, and she your best friend, I was like, look, don't never cross that path of trying to sleep with that person. I've told him and a couple of others, don't do that. Because if you mess around and sleep with that person and feelings get caught up in it, it's gonna become a problem, and it's gonna break up y'all friendship. Because if y'all break up, y'all not gonna have a friendship. I said, so don't never cross that sexual path with that person. Keep that person right by your side as your friend the way they should be. And he learned to do that. And my baby daughter that I call my daughter, that's his best friend. And they cool like, and I told him that is the best thing to have is a male, a female, or whatever of the opposite sex as a best friend, because they help you deal with women as long as they're doing the right thing too. But they also can tell you how women think. So I think people need to find, if your children don't have a best friend of the opposite sex, they should find one that they know will not cross that boundary with them. So they'll be able to talk to them and find out about females. Because we as parents, we lived in a different generation. So the way they handle things ain't the way we would handle things. So they handle things. They get a little tough sometimes. Some of them get a little violent, and that needs to stop. But a lot of women are so strong minded, they not gonna allow men to just talk to them any old kind of way. And I respect that. But I need some of these males out here to start acting like men and stop taking, if a girl say no, she don't want to holler, she don't want to give you a number, she not gonna be turning into all these B words and all these nasty foul things. Like, why is she all of a sudden that? Because she must have been some type of something for you to be trying to holler at them. Just saying, my thoughts, talking out loud. These are the type of thoughts I be having in my head when I hear how certain people do things. Just like Martell. Martell ain't gonna never have nothing good. That's first and foremost. But them kids get to see who he is now. The mama don't have to hide that from them. Before, she hid it from them. Now she can't hide it from him because he's everywhere running amok. They've been in the presence of these ladies. Just saying. I want to know what kind of raising his mama did, because something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right with, I want to know, and I don't even watch anything that has anything to do with Jag, but I want to know how she was raised. That she's out here doing the things that she's doing and running amok. I understand she's taking medication, but sometimes I think she be bullshitting people. Most Marceau and Tisha, we all know they fake and phony and full and frauds and thieves and all that. That's self-explanatory. They just stupid. The young lady that had the nerve to come for Queen Melody, Cherie Rogers, must have lost her mind. Lawyer or no lawyer, that woman ain't said nothing to you, so you should have never went to that lady talking to her sideways. Somebody, you must know some of the Scots. or somebody that can't stand her in order for you to come and say some stupid shit like that and try to egg on an argument with her. She got way more class than that, and she told you about yourself in a good way, and she said, "Sister, I'm proud of you." That's one of the reasons why I like Queen. That's one of the reasons why I love me some Melody Cherie, because she is loving and honest, and she's not playing no games with people. She letting people have it right now, and she not backing down, and I love that because she needed that. Also, I wanted to say this, and he don't even know I'm gonna say this, but y'all, there's a couple of videos that Mims did, that lives that he did that was wonderful, and they unmonetized those channels, those videos that day. If anybody has it in their heart, I'm saying this. He ain't even asked this. I'm saying this, and I ain't even talked to him about it. Make sure when y'all watching his video, y'all tip the brother, because again, he did some good work on a bunch of people, and they demonetized his page, those channels, those videos at that time while he was in the middle of it. So show that man some love, because Mims put in work for what he do. That's one of my brothers. I enjoy it. He's in Aquarius, and he does his thing. I stayed on here way longer than I thought I was going to do, but I hope that y'all enjoyed the conversation. And if you have something to say in a way you feel, drop it down in the comments, especially if you're catching this on the replay. I need y'all to interact with me and let me know what's on y'all minds. I ain't trying to sell. I'm not trying to collect your information and sell it to the highest bidder. I'm not doing that. I want us as women and sisters to be able to have conversations. Even our brothers, let them be a part of the conversation too. So then they get to understand women and their thoughts more better, and why some women feel or act the way they do because of the men that they have dated, or a man that been trying to hit on them. It's because some men are doing crazy things to try to talk to women. I'm just saying. And some women are taking it way too far when they're trying to holler at a dude. Like, relax. People need to relax and stop getting so upset if somebody say no, they don't want to talk, or no, they don't want to give you your number, whatever. Don't take it personal like that. Some people just don't trust people like that. You got to understand that. But anybody that comes through, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just that people just need to get it together. I just want people to get it together, because we better together than apart. That's just like facts. So I'm getting ready to get off of here. I thank anyone who stopped by. Marie, thank you for coming through. Evangelist Val, thank you for coming through. I appreciate that. I really do. And with that being said, y'all have a blessed evening. If I see one of y'all going live, I will come join the fun if I don't fall asleep. With that being said, y'all, this is Stu Queen B out.
I spent so many nights sleeping on me, but I finally realized I'm all